Okay, it's instead of Wormkin Umbra, we're Umbra Wormkin. I don't think we've won with this combination yet, have we? With Primordium we did, but we don't have the one for Penumbra, so we'll be playing this run. 2 shelters, 2 more making of a morsels. Interesting, very interesting. And Ember Forge, 2 Ember per turn. Ember Forge is definitely a weird unit, but there's some interesting stuff we can do with it, perhaps. We are back. So let's take the artifact first here. Ooh, additional picks are infused very early, making it much easier to draft cards that create echoes. Can be very, very cool, especially with these 2 shelters. I'd also consider Mark of a Champion. Penumbra is a champ with a very high base attack if you go either the Trample or the Architect line. And I would actually like Architect here. But if we get Gorge, then Dun Echo would be particularly good. Let's see. Going to be going Merchant of Steel, Umbra Banner. That tells me to take the... I actually don't know. Have we seen full Architect Penumbra? How much damage does it actually do? Rank 2 is 50, so it's probably 100. This version's 170. So 100 would go to 150. That is a pretty substantial improvement. But let's go Dun Echo here. And it's Trample versus Glutton, so I'm actually probably going to go Glutton, which makes me even happier. Let's go Glutton. Glutton gets huge stat scaling as you feed morsels to it. But really wants some support in the form of other units. Especially early on, because the base stats of this version of Penumbra are quite low. So you are weak in the early parts of the waves, which is a bit of a problem. This Penumbra definitely wants to sit on the top floor and gain big stats from morsels wherever possible. An extra +4, +2 per morsel, in addition to the stats normally conferred by the morsel, which makes this version of Penumbra able to one-shot quite a few things. Ember Forge, buddy, you're here. Just give me extra Ember each turn. Actually, I'm not even going to play yet, sorry. Not sure what we'll do with this Ember Forge. There's some fun possibilities, though. Reappear is pretty good. You must die. Thankfully, armor can't be healed, so you don't have to worry about that. No healing for you. It's 38. Can put this in front to absorb a hit here. We want the Reap to kill this foot soldier. Looks like this Forged Disciple's going to get to do 2 damage to us. Although Magma Morsel might get the kill here. I guess Fracture probably works. Alright, we'll Fracture you. It's fine. Perfect. 8 armor, huh? Ooh, I think I should have put the morsel in front and then given the armor to survive. We could have tanked a little bit more with Penumbra, but we're easily beating the boss, so it's really not a thing. This is some good stats. You can sort of think of this version of Penumbra as your boss killer. They excel at it, especially with the lifesteal. Means your deck and your units need to be wave killers. Penumbra can't do it alone. Both Making of a Morsel and Space Prism are quite nice. I always appreciate Space Prism. And I think that goes doubly for Wormkin Crosspath here, since it's a consume card. More capacity means more morsel feeding. We got some big units. Proclamation is definitely a way to take advantage of all these echoes that we can generate. Deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Shame this one's not infused itself, but still a very powerful card. And something that we could use to get Penumbra into a safer place here is being able to nuke one enemy early on, or more. Definitely not going to ignore the powerful spell here. I'm going to take Proclamation. Ooh, Keeper of Echoes, Bog Chrysalis, and Morsel Master. Morsel Master plus Penumbra equals big scaling. For Scherzies. What about Bogflies? Keeper of Echo is also potentially interesting with their ability to provide stat bonuses to other units. There's some interesting possibilities there, especially if you can build a big floor. Keeper of Echoes can create something quite strong. So many choices. Like infusing Master into Maker, that works pretty well. Let's see, Penumbra's 3 capacity. So we'd want to take one more pip if I were to go Morsel Master. But then we could easily feed 4 morsels per turn to Penumbra. That's really good scaling, but doesn't answer the question of how we deal with shorter term threats. But this is only part of the solution. What are we getting next floor? Merchant of Steel and another Umbra banner. Yes. I'll take Morsel Master. Yeah, but we just said we wanted wave killers. Well, I don't see any wave killers here. I see different scaling options. Bog Chrysalis doesn't seem like it gets online fast enough, so yeah, I'll take this. Hopefully this Umbra banner can provide a more direct answer. I almost want to go for the Wormkin banner, but being able to upgrade the units is important. I guess there is the Wormkin banner Merchant of Steel here. So we could go Merchant of Magic first, actually. We're going to struggle a little bit in the next combat, but we're not going to lose the boss or anything. Yeah, let's go Merchant of Magic. I want to see Wormkin units, not Umbra units. Okay. What do we got? Double stack. Do we have anything worth double stacking? Not really. Kinhost Carapace. Gets stats per echo when played. Can be a nice early deployment. I don't think we want to go Kinhost Vessel again. This is going to be too difficult to hatch. without Echo Right's help, like we had last time. The essence of this just gives +10/+10 for summon. Emberforge is 1 ember per turn. Actually, wouldn't mind infusing Emberforge into the Morsel Master. It's a fun possibility. Ups the shard count, though, which seems spooky. Don't think we do that yet. I do think we take this Kinhost Carapace. I think we need something here. Fortunately, we're not going to upgrade yet. We'll figure out some combination of 2 units and upgrades that works next floor. Our goal for the moment is just stay alive. Doesn't feel like anything's worth purging here. Siege Rabbit, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. I will buy a discount on, let's say... I want these Making of a Morsels to be cheap. And magic power on Proclamation counts for quite a bit. Sure. Am I going to pay for a reroll here? I don't think so. I think money is precious, especially at the Merchant of Steel next floor. We're not guaranteed to get a whole lot more money, so I really would like to be able to afford a reroll to find, say, Multi-Strike. How is the infusion of Summon +10/+10 different from just +10/+10? Asks Matt Diesel. It's different because this effect can be doubled by the artifact... oh heck, what's it called? There's a double summon thing in Hellhorns. Ashes of the Fallen. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. This can affect that. But more relevantly, it works with Endless and with Reform units. Each time the unit is summoned, it gets +10/+10. And if you can summon the same unit multiple times, you can give it successive stat bonuses. So, for example, say you are playing Melting Remnant and Wormkin. You take a draft, infuse it with Kinhost Carapace, and then give it Endless. And it gets +10/+10 every turn, every time you play it. And it burns out every turn, so it dies. Dundoon, thanks for the 2 months, woohoo! To you too. Alright, I didn't see any upgrades in the temple that I wanted. We're saving our money at the Merchant of Magic. Onward! I would love a unit draft. These are speedy enemies, though. The fractures will mostly save us. One hopes. This could definitely end badly for us, though. These clergymen are going to have 9 damage on the bottom floor. So playing any units on their floor is not going to work out. But for a unit draft, I'm willing to risk it here, especially since we only have 10 shards. So these units should be comparatively weak. Although this guy is terrifying. Oh yeah, no, it's gone badly already. Dang it. Shoot. Well, that's a problem. Hopefully we draw Proclamation next turn. Otherwise, I don't know, we could end up dead real fast here. It's not the turn one we wanted. I was hoping we'd at least get a Fracture so that I could kill the Infiltrator, but didn't work out that way. Now we're staring down the barrel of lots of damage on our top floor with no morsels fed to Penumbra here. Very bad. Very, very bad. Extremely horrifying. Not much I can do about it either. I think we've just kind of hosed ourselves. Just don't draw this again, I guess. And still no fractures. Horrifying. Thanks to lifesteal, though, Penumbra's okay. This might actually work out semi-decently. Another horrifying wave headed up next turn, though. But at least we can feed a morsel to Penumbra. We could instead play the Morsel Master behind Penumbra, but I think that's actually a bad idea here. We could play Morsel Master in the middle, potentially. It's kind of a coin flip whether we are able to prevent the boss from skipping the middle floor or not. I think we should be able to, actually. Because there's so many fractures we haven't drawn yet. So... that makes me think that I should deploy Morsel Master in the middle here. Anything I deploy on the bottom will die. We're going to take a lot of pyre damage. Maybe if this is an attack morsel, life will be a little easier. Yes, yes. That'll let us kill another clergyman and prevent a lot of pyre damage. Since these morsels have attack power. And more lifesteal on Penumbra is good too. Okay, so let's try this. Oh no. Fractures, hello. We have 2 capacity available. Let's see what these generate. All we need to do is prevent enough damage to keep Penumbra alive here. A Train Steward in front would do it, but we're going to lose so much pyre health. Let's see. 22. 7 plus 9 plus 5 is 21. So we can put a morsel in front and a morsel behind. That gets 2 kills. That works really well. So, 1 morsel to chump block, 1 morsel to attack, and then feed Penumbra. What do you bet we bottom deck all 5 fractures and we skip the middle floor entirely here with the boss? All right, we didn't brick, and that's good. That means the boss will be able to be weakened by the Morsel Master here, which otherwise would have been a bit of an issue. We lose some health, sure. Doesn't matter much. You're dead too, actually. Kerblam. So, we traded some pyre health away, but being able to look at some new cards, unit-wise, is pretty dang valuable. I'm pretty happy with that. Prismal Dust. Apply damage shield. Pretty dang valuable, especially with bonus energy per turn. Mind Collapse could be okay for sniping backline enemies, but I think the Prismal Dust is definitely more breakable. Infused Echo Transfer is pretty sweet. With all our Echo generation, Bogfly might be nice. It's also a decent essence. Gives +5 attack power per Echo on the floor, which can be pretty good. Pretty good. 1 Bounding Echo, especially an infused one, is also always welcome. And I like that you can use it to infuse morsels, which are extra Extra good. Feels like Echo Transfer could be very impactful, though. Let's grab this. Being able to add raw attack power. Very useful. Oh, Morsel Maid is here. Hello. Hello, hello. And that's why we take the pyre damage, to be able to get a unit like this. Morsel Maid. Automatically feeds on any units with the Eaten property, so always immediately eats any morsels that are deployed on its floor, and gets stats with Gorge. And can notably be infused into any other unit to create that automatic feeding property. It's kind of a second scaling, though, with the Penumbra, which is a bit counterproductive. Not quite sure. Oh yeah, and we can infuse the Morsel Master into the Morsel Maid. That's true. And then anything that increases morsel generation becomes absurd. But again, that is scaling and not upfront. The stats on this unit are not that good up front. But I do think I'm still going to take it. I will very happily take a Divine Artifact, a one-time boost for the next fight. Super Stewards are actually amazing here. That'll get us through the next combat, basically no matter what. Yes. Give those Stewies multi-strike 2. Don't mind if I do. All right. So, upgrades-wise, we have Quick. Quick is pretty good. And what's in the Wormkin banner? Shard Soul Carver. Yes, I think Morsel Master into Morsel Maid is definitely the play here. Don't like that we have two cost units. I'm trying to figure out if we want either of these. What's next floor? Unstable Vortex Hellvent is an option. Hellvent. Interesting. I really don't know quite what direction to take us here. Seems like there's a few different ways we could go. Huh. We've already got an extra unit with this Kinhost thing. Hesitantly skip. That's how I feel. Hesitantly skip. We want a quick Morsel Maid. Probably. That'll help reduce the incoming damage to itself. Damage Shield could be a nice thing to infuse Morsel Maid with. Perhaps better to put on the Kinhost Carapace, which can serve as sort of a chump blocker of sorts. Pretty effectively, too. Yeah. Let's do all the... Actually, Damage Shield on the Ember Forge. Keep that thing alive. I think it's actually going to do useful stuff for us. Although, am I infusing it into something else? Not now that we're doing Morsel Master into Morsel Maid. I could do Ember Forge into Kinhost, perhaps, but that seems ludicrous. If anything, I'll up-buff the Ember Forge, just for the hilarity of it. Okay, you're quick. And we reroll. Multi-strike. Perfect. For exactly all of our money, that is literally the best possible outcome. And exactly the upgrades we want on the Morsel Maid here, who is now going to accept the infusion. Guess we're probably going to go cross-path on our champ here. 30 magic power. On proclamation, you say? 250. That's a good number. I'll take it. Again, we should be getting through the Talos fight almost no matter what here. What's this event? Pillar of Light. Infuse Nexus Spike with the essence of 2 spells. Or purchase spell. Space Prism Prismal Dust, maybe? I think the Shade Splitters are going to be pretty good long term, so I'd prefer to keep them all. Same with Making of a Morsel. We get 3 copies of the card, but they're each one-time permanent use. So once we play them, they're gone forever. Rather do that on Shelter, I think, which doesn't seem that good anymore. Let's lose Shelter. Fight our first major boss of the run. Feeling pretty good with this Morsel Maid. So Morsel Maid is 2 capacity. I think that's probably how we start. We're actually going to put Train Steward down, since they're so powerful. Skip the Kid Host here. So we'll use Fracture to kill one of these. And put the Train Steward in the middle? No, that's where the Morsel Maid is going. Train Steward, you have to go on the bottom. Which means that Fracture wasn't particularly worth it, but they all die at least. Get him, Stewie. Super duper Stewie. Thanks to Divine Advanced Prototype here, our one-time battle bonus. After this, the stewards will be pretty useless. But for this fight, they're doing a lot of work. It's good. Alright, Morsel Maid, it's time. Who needs infusion here? I'm just figuring out which floor wants a charged echo. Put it in the middle floor, I suppose. And yes, a Rebel Morsel. Perfect. Give me the energy. Poor Super Stewie. He's not going to make it. Here's where the Echo Transfer's coming in. This gives us the front load to kill things quickly with the quick attacks. Very important. Good. Oh, also crazy double morsel scaling gives crazy attack power too. But without the Echo Transfer, we don't have quite enough to get them both. Easy. This is all well and good, but we're going to need to be able to do 200 damage very soon. In rings 4 and 5. Guess we'll have bonus card draw for that at least. Worrisome. Alright, well, you can go here, I guess. Get him, Super Stewards. Cash 250 damage. Like it ain't no thing. Let's also... These are both dying already. Yeah, let's also fracture up here so that we can shelter. Prismal Dust goes on Morsel Maid? Yes. This is like so overkill. Have a steward friend. Alright, we're way stronger here than we needed to be. But that's part of the effect of the Divine Advanced prototype. Question is, will we be okay in the next fight? And I'm not sure about that. Trample could certainly help. This is also a way to make Super Penumbra a lot more effective by allowing excess damage to be applied to the next enemy in line. Works well on the Morsel Maid themselves also. Kindle could give us more Ember, but I don't see what that's actually doing. I guess furthering the Prismal Dust, if we can get them together. I'll take an Umbra Stone. Trample's a fun way to do things. Shadow Eater. Last... Well, actually, not quite the last chance at a unit. Does any of this look reasonable? I don't think so. Morsel Maid says, take card draw. Emberforge says, take card draw. Yeah, we want card draw here. We have plus capacity from Space Prism, but kind of the whole point of Morsel Maid is that you can play Umbra without needing capacity. So card draw it is. And do I take remove 2 and a duplicate, or something else? Wouldn't mind duplicating this proclamation. Be 10 shards to do that, but still pretty good. We could dupe the Space Prism, but that's a little weak. Yeah, I'm definitely worried about our shard count going into this. Like, almost enough to not take the Divine Horde, but I will take the Divine Horde, because we're looking for fossilized fangs. Which I guess would be the reason to go for the artifact, too. Meanwhile, remove 2 is 2 less deadweight train stewards, which would be very helpful to not have sooner rather than later. We go Merchant of Trinkets, looking for fossilized fangs. I guess that would require me to have enough money. Tough choices. Getting a bit more pyre health, also pretty nice. I don't think we really benefit much from this Umbra banner. Yeah, tricky, very tricky choice here. As with most of the choices we've made so far this run, it seems like everything's very borderline. Both benefit us in different ways. Not sure what to do. I do think we have much better odds in the next fight if I remove 2 train stewards and add 1 proclamation. And heal 20. Alright, yeah. Since I am worried significantly about the next couple fights. First of all, let's see what kind of champ we get here. We can cross path into natural trample. I guess we took the Umbra Stone, though, so there's not much reason to do that. What's it called? Yeah, Umbra Stone. Not improving your base health with the Glutton is spooky, though. Very weak to divinity, I find. That's what Prismal Dust is for. We'll figure it out. Alright, what is this? Damage shield morsels. That helps with divinity. If you want to do top floor for our champ. We don't necessarily need to do. Random upgrade can be quite nice. Or just a basic +5 attack power. Don't snooze on it. Let's morsels attack, which can also be bad. Although it's mostly irrelevant, because again, Morsel Maid eats them all. Yeah, where's the card that brings all the morsels back? Belch? We definitely want Belch. Insta-take Morsel Shield here. I think it is pretty good for a myriad of reasons. Let's grab it. Wretch, not Belch. Wait, is there a card called Belch in this game? What card game am I thinking of? Do you generally want to focus on one big unit with Umbra? That's something I've struggled to figure out. It's really hard to focus on just one big unit unless you have a lot of multi-strike or trample or sweep. We don't tend to have those things. Am I able to deal with spikes? Let's find out. Promising. Excellent. I was really hoping we'd get specifically Rebel Morsel, because now we can play Morsel Maid, feed it a Rebel Morsel, and then have energy with which to do other things. We'll be doing you in the middle floor, as before. Give me 2 Ember back. This... another Rebel Morsel. Okay, cool. Might as well do that then. Give you some attack power, 32 by 2. Pretty decent start. And 3 damage shield. Actually doesn't help that much. It's only 15. This is 15 by 2. That is a lot of damage, actually. You're going to need that. You're going to need every iota of that. This is definitely a little spooky here. Alright, well, the good news is you don't die instantly. Exciting. Our enemies appear to be gigantic and powerful. Terrifying. Definitely gonna play this. Feed it to you. 48 by 2. That's enough to kill, at least. Although you being alive still presents a problem. Ember Forge will give us 2 Ember next turn if we play it, which is appreciated. Or we can play 1 Fracture now, which really doesn't actually do all that much for us. This Quill Marksman is going to outright kill Penumbra next turn. Slightly problematic. Honestly, though, we might not even need Penumbra. Although we do need this Quill Marksman to not get to the pyre. Troublesome. A lot easier to do if I play Fracture this turn, isn't it? Definitely. Alright. Oh, but that gives this lad 10 armor, huh? Which then makes him not die. Which is bad. Alright, give me Ember next turn. Oh, that's true. We can use a morsel to tank for Penumbra, as long as we draw a morsel next turn. Let's see here. Yes. We also got Proclamation, which is very good. I think I'm going to use that on the middle floor here. Let's see what Shade Splitter creates. We can also use Train Steward to tank for Penumbra here. Lifesteal. Seems good on Morsel Maid here. Yeah, we're definitely playing this here. Emberforge still alive, shockingly. Lots of health in the middle floor next turn. So this alone is enough, yes? Yeah. You get lifesteal before the spikes damage applies, looks like. Interesting. In that case, feed the morsel to Morsel Maid. Become even beefier. And let's reap Whomst. I guess this middle guy on the bottom here, but I'm not really sure. And here's where having the second proclamation makes all the difference. We can kill this gigantic clipped defender, as long as we play Shade Splitter Space Prism on this floor. And then the Morsel Maid kills the clipped guardian. And the Shaman can be killed by Penumbra. Easy peasy. We lose the Ember Forge this turn, but that's fine. Never going to keep them alive through this. Blap. Yeah, I think we're just ignoring Penumbra for this fight. Life's going good. Wait, can you save the Forge? No, they both die, right? They both die. It's trampling time. Quick plus trample equals stomping. Wait, don't play those on the middle floor if you can avoid it. Squishy. Bonk. And Morsel May just slaughters this. Good. Actually, the proclamation just slaughters them. Holy crap. Having 2 of these is really nice. Turns out 250 damage is a lot. GG. Watsy Woo, thanks for the 33 months. We get a Bop Mallet. 25% chance to bonk an enemy for 5 damage as soon as it enters the train, which is mostly hilarious. Blazing Bolts could be a nice way to deal some serious damage. Cave-In is interesting as well. Cave-In. I like the possibility to use this to bring enemies back down to the level with Morsel Maid on it. If they've managed to slip by. It's also a sneaky way to feed morsels sometimes. I'm going to grab Cave-In here with Infuse. Ooh. We like Revenge of the Damned, Forgotten Trade, Soul Siphon, or none of the above. Definitely want more Echo Generation. Forgotten Trade is kind of nice. I'll take one Forgotten Trade with an Infused on it. So, we don't even actually have enough money to afford a trinket at the Merchant of Trinkets, sadly, which makes me really want to go Merchant of Magic here. Especially since we got Cave-In, too. Some good spell upgrades we can get now. I'd like to make some of these cost less. I'd like to dunk a card or 2, although that's what the Unstable Vortex would let us do. And I'm almost certainly going to go Unstable Vortex Hellvent here. Okay, yeah. Let's get further spell upgrades. Maybe go to the Concealed Caverns before the Merchant of Magic, because you can get a spell from the Concealed Caverns. Fortunately, none of our proclamations have a space available for one of those. Oh well. What about the Concealed Caverns? Random Hellhorned, Awoken, or Wormkin consumable card. Wait, Wormkin consumable card? Return 3 random spell cards from the discard pile to your hand and make them say consume. Yes, it's like card draw. I like card draw. Double stack. Pretty good on Prismal Dust. Nothing for magic power. Yeah, double stack Prismal Dust is pretty good. Definitely easy to be greedy with Total Recall. It's a fun card. Alright, we want to make these Shade Splitters free. I think that's pretty broadly true. Can you put 2 double stack upgrades on the same spell? I don't think you can. Unfortunately. Do not believe that that is allowed. Am I willing to pay for a purge here? How afraid am I of the next floor? We have the 75 shards. I'm pretty afraid. My plan is not to go to that Merchant of Steel, so I don't even need money next floor. Yeah, let's lose the Train Steward here. Make my life a little bit easier. stealth boss. Good reason not to play the Prismal Dust the first time we see it. Although we might not get a chance to redraw. Even with 6 card draw per turn. Just too many cards in the deck. That means we need to have enough health to survive, which makes multi-strike enemies a pretty daunting prospect. Although again, since Morsel Maid is quick, I don't think it mostly matters. No, I don't think I should take this. Random Artifact could be very good, but this is probably the place the run is most likely to lose. Let's not do it. Ooh, the Infused Mallet can kill the smaller ones. How delightful. So how would we like this to work? I guess we want to put the Morsel Maid up top if we're looking to use Morsel Maid here. Which means we really don't need Penumbra much at all. Although we should play them, even if they die instantly? 5 waves remaining. Yeah, we're not likely to redraw. Trouble, trouble. It's only 4 damage shield anyway. Very tricky. Actually, maybe with this draw, that means we want to focus on Penumbra as the scaling mechanism here. Put them up top, give them trample, start scaling their stats like crazy. That way they'll be beefy enough to survive the stealth boss. That gives me more confidence as a line. So would I play the Shade Splitter then, or do I put the Ember Forge in the middle floor? Feels like we need to get the stats started on Penumbra. Be foolish to do otherwise. Giving up on quick seems bad, though. You would wait on Morsel Maid? I don't know. Did you get double morsels? That's true. They're getting actually just as much tankiness as Penumbra does per morsel. Yes, that's good reason to wait on Morsel Maid. You're right. Okay, so that means not playing Umberstone, which means we can play Ember Forge, Shade Splitter, and Penumbra. Or I can play the Kinho Scarapace. Seems mediocre. We might be able to get Umberstone back with Total Recall. Maybe. Maybe. Well, I think I conclude that. Let's just double check here then. Yeah, I'm going to play Ember Forge in the middle. Morsel Maid up top. We're just going to let Penumbra go. Do get a Rubble Morsel, so we'll put it here. You can die. It's a weird thing to do, but feels like the correct play here for this fight. Okay, 3 available. Actually, it is guaranteed to hit the Trample Stone. That worked out. That absolutely worked out. Beautiful. Called it. What can I say? You're right. And we get to put the damage shield down, too. I think we get there. Wait, 5 available. Oh, no, shoot. Yes, I did that wrong. Random. Okay, well, I bungled that. But we actually get to feed more, so maybe that's better. But yes, I just bungled it. For some reason, I thought because they wouldn't consume that they wouldn't be targets, but that's not at all how it works. It's 6 hours into stream brain, definitely kicking in there. My bad. Morsels first for Ember Drain? No, because they get doubled if I play the Morsel Maid first. So I'd actually rather have the extra morsel. Oh, heck yeah. That's a lot of damage shield, though. So you know what? Who even needs trample? Am I right? When you have 16 damage shield. And spells. Good old spells. Those are also helpful here. We can kill one of you fools. Perfection. All is well then. Actually, wait, you don't have nearly enough damage for that guy. Hold on. He's so tanky. Quick, do more damage. A lot more damage. Okay, definitely a case where trample would be helpful. Definitely want to play one of these down here, and one of these up here. Take a little bit of fire damage. 12. 12's reasonable. Very reasonable. So yeah, missing out on trample didn't feel that bad here. I can't play them both on the Crystal Cloak. Tragic. We'll play one, though. That makes life a lot easier. Trample no longer matters, so have a friend. GG. All right, we made it through what is usually the really difficult part of a run. Gem Trove adds lots of morsels. Say no more. So, the more morsels we can add with one card, the better. Extract 3, draw 3. Apply consumed drawn spells. Or if we can get enough charged echoes together, Perfect Insanity can do serious damage. But with our proclamations, we're already pretty echo-starved. Ambient Charge would arguably make that worse, but I do like the fact that it draws cards up front. So I am going to take it. Especially with the infusion. My question is, what are we duplicating here? I think it might be Proclamation yet again. And then we go Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Magic next floor. Yeah, I really wish this proclamation had been infused. Still very good, but not quite the beauty it could have been. Oh well. Train Steward begone. And maybe Kinhost Carapace begone. That would always let me draw Morsel Maid turn 1. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, we haven't won with this thing, though. It is kind of in the way. Let me get rid of it. Upgrade a unit with +2, +30, +30, or make a unit very small. So wait, you're telling me I can make Morsel Maid 4 capacity? And then it has the front-loaded stats we need. And it can still eat any number of morsels because he's big. Make him big. Or we could have had a 1 capacity Ember Forge. I didn't even think about that. Tiny Ember Forge, and then dupe it. And then play Gem Trove 1,000,000 times. Brilliance. I do kind of like that, actually. No boons today, please. Right, that way if we draw Umbra Stone turn 1, we don't whiff. Although, yes we do, because I can't afford to play both of these. Trouble. Isn't the middle floor 4 pips? Yes it is, which is why Morsel Maid now lives on the top floor. Or we have Space Prism, is the other option. Same as before, dig through the discard and just make it happen. It's fine. Oh, I can't. Wait. Oh, I can? Hell yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah, apply 0 damage shields, you say. You have 0 damage shields. Have some extra capacity. Have a nice day. Be consumed. Be consumed. I should have played those both down here. Like this one down there. Perfect. Excellent. Almost want to help out Penumbra here. Almost. Oh. Alright, you're dead. Seems completely fine. Can we get to 105 times 2? Actually, scratch that. He's dead. Also, I think we can, genuinely. Deploy the forge. Draw some cards. Yes, we can also just get to 105 times 2. 2 times. So, play this here. So a few threatening enemies actually showing up. Pathetic. Yeah, let's get some echoes on the bottom so that I may play proclamations. Yeah, Gem Trove showed up just in time here. I almost want to damage shield the Ember Forge, genuinely. I think I will. Total recalls also here, huh? So if I do this correctly, I can Gem Trove twice. That might be more important. Okay, let's try to do that. You like? So this gives me 4. Then I pay 1. Yeah, yeah. Do it again. All the stats. Perfect. We need that to be plus ultra. Takes too long to eat things. So hungry. Don't you kill my forge. Forge is my friend. Here, have a damage shield. Blah. Trample time. Trample's gonna matter a lot more in the final couple waves where there's more than 2 or 3 enemies per floor. More like 4 or 5. Especially against Seraph. It's too many enemies. Too many enemies, I tell you. Alright, well clearly you are winning, so let's just descend you. Going down? Hello. Oh, there's no capacity down here. Well, that's fine. The blip blap. GG. Still don't think we can support Symphony of the Soul, although notably this can double damage shield, which is pretty sweet. I think fewer cards is probably better, though. Fewer cards and more card draw? Or do we actually want additional Ember? There's a lot of reasons to want it. Notably so that we can play Morsel Maid and Umbrastone turn 1. Actually, that's a really good reason to take Ember. Give me that. Finally, 1 Ember, 1 draw. It's a cool little loadout there. Glutton 3 is almost good enough to want to scale over the Morsel Maid sometimes, but I don't think so. It knows scot-free. Oh no. The nose knows. There we go. Value Stone that Gem Trove. Now we don't have nearly as much problems. We could also Value Stone the Prismal Dust, which is a big deal. But no, let's Value Stone Gem Trove. Thank you. Now we can lose a Fracture. Never Shade Splitter. Never Shade Splitter. Just lose 2 Fractures. Keep some spells to feed to Seraph. Truth. Late for the Rail Spike, sure. Oh, wait. Never mind. The Power. You know what? Never mind. I don't want either of those things. Well, that was an event. Cave-In seems worse than Fracture. That's definitely arguably true. I think I'm going to remove Consume off anything. Holdover. Holdover Gem Trove. Yep. Yep. That's happening. Holdover Gem Trove ought to be really, really good. Three morsels per turn. Uncommon or rare, specifically. That's the whole Dover. Turning down a free remove. Yeah, well... Free remove your best damage card. Sure. I'd love to do that. I think we'll be okay here. Cool. So we can go Fracture, Total Recall, Fracture, Proclamation. Morsel Maid goes up top, as usual. Penumbra is not doing much. We can put Penumbra in the middle. Funny how that worked out. So we either play the Umbra Stone or the Holdover Gem Trove, unless this is... I want to play Proclamation at the bottom. Unless this is a Energy Morsel. Dang it. Still good, though. Yeah, funny that we took the Fell's Remorse to avoid having to make the dilemma between cards like this, but then the Ember Drain made it so that it mattered again. Cute. think it's the gem trove we don't get to skip here. You need stats so that you can actually kill stuff sooner rather than later. Just give me energy for one turn. Cool with that. This thing's really beefy too. That's what the proclamations are for. Good. There we go. Some damage morsels. Good. Okay, 118 by 2. That's good enough for a little while here. Bit worried about this middle wave currently. Cave-in seems like a bad choice. Yeah, next turn is going to be a bit of an issue. This is also a problem. That's what I get for not playing Trample. Although, honestly, Trample wouldn't save me here, because this enemy just has so much health. Trouble. Too many units get past us, the pyre will die, and we'll lose. We're not even drawing all of those cards. Definitely am concerned right now. Very much so. Let's start stacking Reap on this one. We should just get some echoes here. All right, ambient charge. What do you got for me? Cave-in is back. Wouldn't necessarily call that good. I'm gonna need Trample real soon, like. Or we're gonna be in big trouble. Definitely underestimated how badly we're gonna need that. Oh, you need to take some damage too. It's already almost killing us. Spooky. Us being the pyre, that is. Cave-in would be suicidal at this point. Giving them armor was a bad idea. Looks like we barely survived these two getting by, only because of fracture on the Shadewing, mind you. Which will mean it won't outright kill the pyre, it'll just do a ton of damage to it. Cave-in on the middle floor might have been a thing, huh? That would send some of them down. True. Easy. We got the trample, no prob. Never had a problem in my life. Easy. Alright, we just can't let that happen again. Also, it seems like the Morsel Maid's total damage is not high enough, which is what I was wondering about. We may need to employ Penumbra. Although without Quick, I don't know. Dang, that's cool. What does Trample do? Trample means that any overkill damage applies to the next unit in line, so even with 2 attacks, as long as the total damage exceeds the amount of health the enemies have, you're able to kill the entire wave in 1 hit. But yeah, this is just not scaling high enough. This is not going to kill Last Divinity's waves. Although, the Proclamations could help make the difference here. But I don't know, I'm not sufficiently convinced. We do win this fight nice and easy. Get squished. Yeah, +4 per morsel is not cutting it. Can see that. Even if the morsels are getting doubled themselves. I'll take another gem trove, though. This can help a lot. This can help a lot. Ooh, with Trample, Force Contamination is especially juicy. Because the multiplied damage applies to the next enemies in line. Yes, this is important. How's it going, Spudnug? Hello and welcome. It's a good place to like Monster Train, that's for sure. Alright. What are we doing here? We can duplicate 1 card. I might actually duplicate Proclamation yet again. But we'll see. Duping Force Contamination's an interesting option as well. Let's take the heal. The Merchant of Magic, and see what's here. Base charge. Start with 2 echoes on each floor. That's huge. Though not as huge as carving Koriska would be. Like duping our gem trove? Kind of hard to afford anything else if we do that. Is the issue. I do think we want base charge. We probably can't afford whatever we get. Okay, that's fine. Actually, oh yeah, we could have with the thingy. Make it melee weakness 6. That's even better. Alright, that's what I'm going to duplicate then. That seems like a good duplication. If we're going to try to do trample things with Quick, then smash your enemies in the face with Forced Contamination. Could pay for a reroll. Take the 100 shards, take the 10 shards, and get a discount on the trample stone. That's probably worth it, just to ensure we don't get in an awkward situation again. For 10 shard costs, I'll take that. Cool. Shame that that has to cost 10 packed shards, but it's still probably the right choice. Consume could mess with our attempts to hold over our stuff here. And the fact that these purifiers are here is also going to be a big problem, because I can't just do all that well. Spooky. Am I going to ambient charge? On the one hand, drawing cards seems important. On the other hand, no. And that is a rubble morsel, so we get lots of damage shield based on doubling that. Okay. You can have Ember Drain then. So, 6 damage shield or draw. Adding consume to stuff when we're already going to be consuming through the deck is iffy. Let's just go Prismal Dust. Although we really need to get our scaling up quickly. No, we should ambient charge. Okay, we'll ambient charge. This is fine. Completely fine. More echoes down here. Actually, we got Forgotten Trait. That's huge. Perfect. Damage shield. Okay. You can be in the middle. You do get a stinky curse. Thanks, Hammer. Okay, Gem Trove is here. Cave-In is here. Shelter is here. Probably want to get rid of the self-mutilation. We'll have to let the Vengeful Shard hit us. The mutilations are definitely going to overwhelm us momentarily here. Definitely concerned. The initial waves are very tough with a deck like this. Well, get some stats. Good luck to ya. Just getting as many stats as possible is probably the play. Next turn's going to be a little overwhelming with all the added curse cards here. Don't have the energy to play that Cave-In. Really don't like this version of Seraph. It's about to get really problematic. Or is it? Okay, Proclamation solves our top floor issue. I'm willing to consume one of these Proclamations. That lets me go Proclamation, Self-Mutilation, Gem Trove, Shade Splitter. Still waiting on the Trample Stone, which is getting more terrifying by the moment that it hasn't arrived. Be nice to be able to Fracture down here. Actually, probably worth playing Fracture instead of one of the self-mutilations. We take 5, but we'll prevent at least 2 curses from being added on the middle and bottom floor. So skip 1 self-mutilation to prevent 2 more. That's going to be worth it. And that means we can also use the Fracture as the consumed card. Okay, let's do that. These self-mutilations also slowing down the card draw, which is pretty bad. Unacceptable. Hey, and Rubble Morsel means we can play both. Even better. Poor Penumbra is dead, but oh well. Yeah, there are 4 different Seraphs, that's right. Consume, Sap, Buff Removal, and the Patient one, the melee attacker. Okay. Actually, surprisingly manageable so far. So far. Proclamation showing up again is extra helpful right now. And we can still consume a Fracture here. We also didn't get another Curse Spawner, so we're actually done with those momentarily. Not done, but spared them momentarily. Let's Fracture you. Kill you. Get rid of this. Play this. You know, I think we might actually just make it Twitch chat, at least through this fight. Can't speak for future fights, though. There's our Trample Stone. Stealth means Seraph can't be targeted by the trample damage. 61 by 2. Okay, we can hit you then. What can Total Recall get right now? Not a lot of things that I would like for it to get, so we're just going to ignore Total Recall. Also going to ignore the Ember Forge. We are. Here. UV Weakness. Ooh, you need to be weaknessed too. What about these group? Group seems okay. We should consume Making of a Morsel, from the looks of it. Friendly unit. So I don't actually have to have a unit on the field to play that. That's important, because that lets me play this. Cool. It's really not that much health other than the 190, so yeah, that's fine. So yes, play Gem Trove down here. So that I can play Force Contamination on this guy. It's a cool run. More attack power. Super dead. We'd like to play Force Contamination on the unit in front of Seraph, perhaps. Can't do that currently. Consume that, I suppose. Is that 2,000 damage? Looked like 2,000 damage. Boom. Melee weakness, please. Get squooshed. Very dominant victory against Seraph. Better than I expected, actually. Still not sure about Last Divinity with this deck, but if the draws turn up correctly, it could go well. We've got the raw boss-killing power. It's the waves of enemies the Last Divinity is going to summon that are really a problem. Pretty lame turn one. I think we just slap Morsel Mate up top and hope to heck this works out okay for us. I really don't know what else to do here. The first two waves don't have that much combined health. Definitely a bad opener. Forge will die next turn, so we'll get 1 turn of bonus energy. Just let the Penumbra and the Forge die. Mini bosses will be scary, for sure. Well, the Prismal Dust isn't really doing a whole lot here. Still worth playing, I think. You don't need Damage Shield where we're going. Here goes nothing. Oh, I almost was able to play both of them. Wait, maybe? Ha ha! Second Gem Trove not looking so useless now, Twitch chat. Excellent. Let the stacketing begin. Now, is that enough to actually make a difference? I don't think so. Trample Book win. Oh, the Damage Shield wave. Wait a minute, Damage Shield's gonna stop Trample even if I do draw it, huh? Oh, shoot. Did not actually think about that. Wait, is our Pyre just dead to these guys? I was not thinking about the fact that they have damage shields. Oh boy, that's bad. Fortunately, we can do a few things here. Charge! Okay, Total Recall. Interesting. Okay, we can do a few things here. Multiple proclamations. For days. Don't play Gem Trove yet. Go Shade Splitter. Then Total Recall. Actually, no, then Proclamation, then Total Recall, right? There we go. Ambient Charges back, interesting. Though I don't think I can use it here. Curious. How's it going, Oobla? Blah. Does feel like we're pretty hosed here. But what if No, we're pretty hoosed here. Use ambient charge on the bottom floor. That's true. That's very helpful. Also, I'm not allowed to use morsels to attack. Okay, yes, that's very helpful. Yes, we use it down here. Okay, does that actually help? Only sort of. We need this unit to die. Let's see a way to do that. Actually, if we... Now that we can Proclamation again, actually, we can survive briefly here. We're very likely to draw the Umberstone next turn. Okay, yes, this worked out. This worked out. So this deals 20 plus 10, 30 damage to the pyre, which is acceptable, although not good. I think cave-in is a bad idea. So we should go Fracture Echo Transfer? Or do I need the melee weakness? No, we're good. Alright. Let's trample or bust here, though. Trample! Good stuff. But is that actually enough? Well, the good news is we can do melee weakness things, so it doesn't matter. Easy. Also, Rubble Morsel is here. Give me an easier life. Thank goodness. Oh, and we can melee weakness you as well. Oh, what a wonderful hand. Life's good, Twitch chat. So yeah, just multiply the damage to this nerd. So that we actually do 1,000 damage to the divinity. And multiply the damage to this nerd also. You're not going to be a problem. Get rid of this. Boom! Very important that I not use Proclamation up top, as deleting the melee weakness would be very bad here. Somehow we're actually surviving. Pretty unbelievable. 206 times 2. Nobody has Incant here, correct? Correct. So that's about 500 damage. Gonna get a little bit more. I want to proclaim at the bottom here. Well, we've got more proclamations coming up. Get one more turn to prepare for this wave. Priest guy's a threat right now. Stinky Priest Man. Alright, this is a turn where we probably want to play the Gem Trove on the middle floor for the Echo so that I can Proclaim. So then both of these waves are sorted. Good. Proclamation. That's just enough damage to get rid of this nerd. Only barely. Makes a jeweler. guy's not going to be hard at all. Okay, we have melee weakness. We can apply that to the front next wave, so that wave gets chunked. Although, do we have the echoes for it? Yes, we do. Again, playing Gem Trove in the middle floor here, which will give them some armor, but if I'm playing melee weakness, it won't matter. Could actually almost overkill Divinity right now by playing Worst Contamination here. Almost. I've been saying Proclamation. I mean Forced Contamination here in the middle for the melee weakness. Like so. Don't play this. Not enough will get through. Are you sure about that? Because these guys are pretty dead. GG, Twitch chat. Got him. Actually didn't think this run had it in him, but it totally did. Talking about the previous wave had less health than this one, though. Get bonked. Boom! 4,252 from that slap. Dang.